Morning to all of you. Can you hear me? Parth Sharma.
Good morning, sir.
So what is Lensmaker's formula? Parth.
So the Lensmaker's formula is 1 by f to n minus 1 into 1 upon r1 minus 1 upon r2.
Okay. Anshuman Singh, what is Lensmaker's formula?
1 by f equal to n minus 1, 1 upon r1 minus 1 upon r2.
Okay. So yesterday we have seen half part of the derivation. So we stopped on the halfway. Okay, making the diagram again and directly writing the equation for the first part, then I have to go for the second part. Okay, yes. I think you must have completed the diagram in the copy.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So very important derivation. Because I can take the second part from this diagram itself. I am drawing it again. XY is the, we'll call it as aperture. First part is V1, pole, second V2. C1, C2. First one, C1 is on the right side, C2 is on the left side. Object is here lying on the principal axis, point object. First ray going around the principal axis goes without any turning. Other ray reaches the point A, and this is your tensor medium N2, N1, N1. The rarer to denser interaction at point A, then for the normal and reaches to point B. Point B from denser to rarer, and finally bends again, and the final image will be formed at the point I. For the first part of the discussion, we have seen that in the second medium were continuous, and second boundary is not present. Second boundary is not present. Then the ray AB would go straight and meet the first ray at the point here I dash, which would be the image of the object after refraction from the first surface H P1Y. You can just imagine that second surface is not present now. Considering refraction from rarer to denser at A. Okay, then second medium we think that it is continuous toward right side. So I1 would be the image of the object 2. So point number 1 was like this: at A, refraction from rarer to denser at convex SRS H P11. Yesterday we have seen this step repeating. Rarer to denser. Equation for rarer to denser is N1 upon minus U plus N2 by V is equal to N2 minus N1 divided by 1. So this is the equation for rarer to denser medium. But the values of U and V are, we are recognizing this. This is for the first surface. So second diagram, first diagram completed. So next what I am going to do, just remove the second surface here. So just it will be like this. After that diagram, so we are thinking that the second medium is continuous and refractions from rarer to denser. This will be your second diagram for writing this equation. What is here U? U stands for the distance of the object from the pole, P1 pole. That is U itself. but I dash is its image, and that is measured from its pure P1 that I am marking as B dash. That is not the final image, B dash. And what is R? R stands for first surface, that is the radius of curvature R1. Here only we are doing U. If it is U, you are right U itself. B, what is the representation? That you are right. There is no sign convention. There is no need of putting again sign. So this equation becomes now n1 upon minus U, and here B stands for the image I dash distance, that is marked as B dash is equal to n2 minus n1. This is for the first surface, so radius of curvature is one last point there is B dash and R1, nothing else, no other signs except. So first part is completed. So object का काम हो गया. So object को makes its image I dash after refraction at A. Now we have second surface, one more surface there, refraction at B. So this part is completed. And इसका कोई जरूरत नहीं है. So what I am going to do, second surface I am going to do now at B. And first surface I am going to remove. So this will be your third diagram. And this is from the denser medium. This is denser error. Point is form here at the point here. And you can mark second surface C2 here. For the second surface, next point at B, what is happening at B? At B is refraction from denser to rarer. At B, refraction from denser to rarer. At B, second point. At B, the refraction is from denser to rarer at convex SRS second X. Where will be the object for the surface? This is a very important point on the way you recognize. First surface का जो image है, that will act as the virtual object for second surface. First surface का काम हो गया. अगर second surface नहीं है, first surface will make its image at I dash. This I dash will act as virtual objects for the second surface. Its final image is formed at I. So distance is here is marked as V dash, and final image is marking it as V from the old P2 itself. P1 and P2 are close. You take the measurement from P1 and P2, no much difference. So equation for denser to rarer, you are right. What is equation for denser to rarer? Akshita Jain. Johit, denser to rarer equation.
n2 upon minus u plus n1 upon v gives n1 minus n2 upon r.
From here, just replace n1 by n2 upon minus u plus n1 divided by v is equal to n1 minus n divided by. What is the value of u, v, r for the surface you have to recognize? What I would say, for the second surface, I dash will act as the virtual object. The virtual object. The image formed by the first surface. Uska kaam ho gaya, we remove that surface. So this will act as virtual object, and its image will be formed. So what is u, v, etc. here stands for? Here u means virtual object distance. That is v dash. That is v dash we want. What is v? V is the final image, that is v itself. No? What is your r? R is the radius of curvature of the second surface. We have the next to P1. That is from here to here. That is r. So we have to mark it as r. So these are the values. So in this equation, we have to change u by v dash. V The V itself, R is replaced by R2, we are getting a second. So next point will be, so here this part I am just moving and value value N2 divided by minus V plus N1 upon V itself, change is equal to N1 minus N2 divided by R. So U is replaced by V dash V to VA, R is replaced by R to nothing else, no signs to be included again. So थोड़ा सा arrangement. Look at the first equation, right side N2 minus N1. So here it is N1 minus N2, make it as N2 minus N1. Only that change. So N2 upon minus V dash plus N1 upon V is equal to, make it as N2 minus N1. So 1 minus N is 1 the denominator of R2. First number is completed. So for the derivation, 3 diagrams are required. First one, then second, first SRS, second SRS. Diagrams will be there. Now adding equation 1 and 2. Equation 1 and 2 are in front of you. Equations 1 and 2 are in front of you. And then N1, 1 plus 2 is N1 upon minus plus N2 upon minus. Second equation the left side is N2 divided by minus plus N1 upon V equal to. You can look at right side N2 minus N1 is common, that is taken as common. N2 minus N1 into 1 by R1 minus 1 by R1 minus 1 by R2. N2 by V dash minus N2 by V dash cancel. So V dash has no significance finally. That virtual objects. So this is N1 upon minus 2 plus N1 by V is equal to N2 minus N1 into 1 by R1 minus 1 by R2. Dividing toward by N1. Dividing toward by N1. N1 cancel. Here it is N2 by N1. So 1 upon minus U plus 1 upon V is equal to N minus N1 minus 1 into 1 by R1 minus 1. Yes, we have reached the final step. N2 minus N1 is the refracting index of lens with respect to the surrounding medium. 1 upon minus U plus 1 upon V equal to N minus 1 into 1 by R1. We are to relate with this equation to the focal length. For that, we apply a special case. Actually, 1 upon minus U plus 1 upon V, this is equal to focal length, 1 upon F. U and V, F the relation is called lens formula, that's 1 upon F. Here we give a special case, and from that you can recognize what is the value. So we take a special case. Special case means if U equal to infinity, object is at infinity, then where will be the image? Image will be at the focus. So V is equal to F. When object is at infinity, the image will be formed at the focus. So distance of the focus from the lens, we call it as focal length. So we write a special case as when U is infinity, then V will be F equal to N minus 1 into 1 by R1. So this is 1 by F equal to N minus 1 into 1 by R1 minus 1. This is your lens maker's formula. Lens maker's formula. Derivation of lens maker's formula is 1 by F equal to N minus 1 into 1 by R1 minus 1 by R2. You can see that focal length and refractive index inverse proportion में है. Focal length of the lens depends upon the refractive index of the lens with respect to the surrounding medium. So inverse proportion में focal length 1 by F is inverse proportion में. अगर n का value, n is the refractive index of lens with respect to surrounding medium. So when it changes, focal length also will change. अगर refractive index decrease हो रहा है with respect to surrounding medium, then focal length will increase. Means focal length of a lens depends upon the refractive index, whereas for a mirror, focal length is independent of the medium. Means when you are placing a lens in water, focal length will change. In air, the value of focal length will be different from water. So in any medium you keep, the focal length will change depending upon the refractive index. So if you place in water, focal length will be having one value. If you place in some other liquid, then the focal length will be different. So it depends upon the medium in which focal length of the lens depends upon the medium in which the lens is placed. Very important. What kind of relation? Inverse relation. If n decreases, f increases. If n increases, f. So this is very one of the most important derivation. So here we can give sign convention when you are going for numericals. Numericals value should be substituted with sign convention. Here f is there, r1 is there, r2 is there. So if you are given convex lens, what will be r1, r2 sign, and concave lens r1, r2 and sign. That's what I am explaining. While doing the numerical value should be substituted with the sign in this equation for calculating anything. Okay, so that is the next point. I think all of you remember this derivation, do it in the copy. So if you take convex lens, C1, C2. So R1 is here. For right side measurement positive. R1 is always a positive. And C2 it is the side toward left side. So R2 is taken as negative. And focal length, convex lens always positive. So one equation may R1 will be value will be positive, R2 will be negative for convex lens and F is positive. If it is a concave lens, C1 is here, C2 on right side. So R1 is on left side, that is taken as negative. Now change हो गया R1 negative है concave lens का. R1 is negative for concave lens, R1 is positive for and R2 is here toward right side, that is positive. And focal length of concave lens is negative. So these are the sign conventions that you are to use for doing the numericals. Okay, I am just giving one example. You have a convex lens. Its focal length is 15 centimeter in air. When it is placed in air, focal length is 15 centimeter. If you place the refractive index of convex lens is 3/2, and when it is placed in water or refractive 4/3, what would be its focal length? Is there any change? If there is a change, what is the change? So focal length of a lens of refractive index 1.2 is 15 centimeter in air. If it is placed in water or refractive index 4/3, what would be its focal length? Is there any change? If there is any change, calculate and tell me. Very important. This was a board question of 3 marks. Focal length, same equation to be used. 1 by f equal n1 minus into 1 by r1 minus 1 by in air. We are given the value 15 centimeter. If it is in water, what is the refractive index of lens with respect to surrounding medium? You have to calculate in medium and simplify and tell me what would be its value. Anyone? Not getting any response from anyone.
Sir, 22.5 centimeter.
Loudly.
22.5 centimeter.
So focal length in air medium is 15 centimeters. But before that, length is placed.
The ratio is 3 by 2.
And
Ratio of the first medium with respect to second is 3 by 2.
3 by 2. So focal length in air is 15 centimeter. Refractive index is given as 3 by 2 with respect to air. This is air medium. So its equation is 1 upon f equal to n minus 1 into 1 by r1 minus 1 by r2. F in air, that will be like this. F in air value is 20. What is n here? N is refractive index of lens with respect to the first medium, that is the refractive index of glass with respect to air. It is equal to 3 by 2. Because air medium is all refractive index 1, 3 by 2. So substitute value in the equation. 1 n in air is 3 by 2 minus 1. 1 by r1 minus 1 by r2 is not going to change. R1 and R2, these values are not going to change even if you place any medium because curvature is on the refractive index will change. Okay, so 3 by 2 minus 1, 1 more step right. 1 by f in air equal to, will be equal to 0.5. 1 by R1 minus 1 by R2 is like this. Now, if it is placed in water, its refractive index 4 by 3. This is n1 and n2 is length that is of 3 by 2. So focal length in water is Fw I am writing. This is equal to n minus 1 into 1 by r1 minus 1 by r2. What is the n stands for? N का मतलब refractive index of second medium is the first. Second medium is glass. First medium is water. 4 by 3. This is equal to 9 upon 8. Refractive index value is 9 by 8. So 1 upon f in water is 9 by 8 minus 1 into 1 by r1 minus 1 by r2. 1 upon f in water is equal to this is 1 upon 8 into 1 by r1 minus 1 by r2. So equation number 1, 0.5, that is half. That you can write it as maybe as half. Take the ratio equation. Okay, take the ratio. You can take the 1 by or 2 by 1, you can do. And now you find out and tell me the value. Take the ratio.
60.
Okay, so please give the answer.
Johit.
Okay. Those are not completed, you can not take a note of this. So equation 1 by 2 I am taking just on the top portion I am just moving. What I am doing. So how to recognize n? That is very important one. Other R1, R2 all remain same. There is no change. Equation 1 divided by 2, 1 upon f in air. F in water is equal to common thing you can cancel. So 1 by R1, 1 by R1 minus 1 by R2 minus 1 by R2 is also common. So this will be equal to F water divided by F in air. Equal to, we are getting it as half divided by 1 times. That is equal to 4. So F in water equal to 4 times F in air. Is equal to 4 into 15, 60 centimeters. Focal length of the lens depends upon the refractive index of the surrounding medium. Okay. So this was 3-mark board question. Any other value can be given same way you have to proceed. Surrounding medium can be any other liquid. So you can calculate accordingly. Next is, for a lens, there are two principal foci. We have defined one principal focus according to the definition. Object is at left side, that is infinity. Rays are parallel and all are converging to a point on right side. So that is one principal focus. One more principal focus is lying on left side. There are two principal foci for a lens, and how you are going to define and recognize them. Of course, they are equidistant if the radius of curvature is not changing and the surrounding medium is not changing. They are equal, but we have to show that. So definition, there are two principal focus of a lens. How to define the first principal focus? One focus on right side, one focus on left side. Two principal foci for a lens. How will you define first principal foci? So for this definition, when the object is so situated that its image is formed at infinity, then the position of the object represents first principal focus of the lens. So what is the condition is image should be formed at infinity. Then the position of the object from the lens represents first principal focus. When the object is so situated that its image is formed at infinity, then position of that object from the lens is recognized as first principal focus, and its length from the optical center is called first principal focal length or some first focal length. So how will you define it? Just see that. So there are two principal foci for a lens. First principal focus definition is in this way. The object is so situated at a point and the image should be formed at infinity. And image should be formed at infinity. So here, object is here. After refraction, the image will be showing and single refraction is done. And see the rays are becoming parallel. Then the distance of this object on this point represents first principal focus, F1, and its distance from the optical center is known as F1. First principal focus on left side. So as per the equation, 1 by F equal to n minus 1. 1 by R1 minus 1 by F. Before writing 1 by F1, we wrote one more equation in terms of U and V, that was 1 upon minus U plus 1 upon V. So that was the case. So this equal to n minus 1 into 1 by R1 minus 1. Here with this equation U and V, image is formed at infinity. V stands for infinity. And where will be U? The distance of the object to the optical center, and that is U taken as minus of minus F1 measured for left side. So this is equal to on right side same value. So 1 upon F1 plus 0 equal to n minus 1 by R1. We have related directly, you can write directly, but I am using U and V because object distance and image distance are mentioned in this case. Okay, next point is second principal focus. I think time is over. So continue the next. Thank you.